Evening. Uh, how is everyone tonight? I have with me, of course, traditionally, the metal, and that's who we have. The miraculous metal. I
If
don't
you
know.
say so.
I don't know what's miraculous about him, but we're going with the word miraculous for our
I'm going to
adjective
say the
tonight.
fact that I'm still. Whoa!
Okay, I don't know what happened there, people.
I forgot to mute the stream, and it blew up in my ears.
Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. Of course, I need to share this out saying that. Somehow that reminded me. It blowing up in your ears. I need to share it out. But what were you going to say before the stream blew up?
I said the fact that I'm still alive is probably a miracle, so we can go with that.
Okay. uh, yeah, I guess that's a good enough thing to be sort of miraculous. Let's get the link shared here before in After Dark before anybody starts typing. Not that it needs to be shared in the chat, but as I've said, I think I might have said it off air, I might have said it on air. It does make for a good break point to know between streams with that coming up, that link. Of course, I'm posting it on Twitter and Minds. Yeah, I'm up to like, what am I up to? I have 111 people following me now on Minds. And I'm following 90
I think
people.
I got something like -2 followers.
On Minds? Well, by followers, I mean some subscribers.
Yeah, I got like -2. I'm going for the record.
How do you get -2 followers? I thought you were over 100 followers. Or
yeah, man, that's just how good I am.
Okay, if you
say gotta get on my level.
Let's see, what are my notifications? Okay, so let's see, we need to change, yeah, we're gonna change the canvas size, come in for there. But we do want to make these legs bigger, so I think I'm going to keep them the size they are, or my sheet.
The legs bigger as in longer, or?
Longer. Especially, the top part might be alright, but the bottom part looks off. I know on this one.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree making those things longer in general. I don't know what you think. The top part's all right. They look like they're supposed to be coming forward a little bit, but even with that, it looks like he's got almost no thigh whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, I said it definitely looks better than the top part or bottom part, but and I think I said might be all right. So.
He's a robot though, so it doesn't have to be like anatomically correct.
Yeah, true. So many wires crossing over each other. Okay, so. Oh, there it went. Okay, so. There is a couple lines that we need to take out up top here. Yeah, as some people will notice, I have done a little bit of a redesign on it, made them look a little bit more mechanical. So, I'm not sure that is what people will think of that. I can show off for those that don't know what he did look like. So see if these couple little ones that are good at don't need to be in here. But that's just you putting the dab.
Yeah. Well, if you want your character to look more mechanical, you know what you should do after you're done drawing it by hand?
Yeah.
Is you should basically think about scrapping your original line art and just putting it in a base layer and inking over it with straight lines, which will make it look sharper and mechanical.
Well, maybe I'm not sure whether mechanical is the right word is what I'm using, but
I guess you could always use a ruler in the first place. That's what I do. I use a ruler when I want things to look inorganic.
Yeah, I guess I want to cross between the two because, here is sort of his original look. But, it is a robot, so, things are not going to move as nicely or look as nice as human, especially it's no data type robot. And here is another look.
So you look at the Transformers, right, which all of their original designs were based off of cars.
Yeah.
And because of that, most lines are flat, like straight lines, with occasionally there are some curves, but they're nice, clean curves because they're the type you would see on a car.
Yeah. And hey,
not like
Joshua,
a human, where we're a mess of all kinds of weird contours.
And here's, like I said, another pic of him. So yeah, I tried to redesign him a little bit. Not sure how well it's worked. I guess we'll see as we try to color here. And of course, I guess we should go with the one that's not intersecting with a finger exit because the light might be a little easier to grab and not mess anything up too bad. And how are you, Joshua, doing tonight? Well, I don't think we actually need to do another layer for this. We've got that. So we might be able to just scale. That does look better. That leg, I think. Any comments?
Yeah, I mean, in proportion, it definitely looks better.
Of course, I have to continue that one line there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say that is good. And then we gotta come over here, grab this. And just going to go outside of this. We can recopy that inside. And hopefully this will look better. Okay, parts of that look better, parts of it don't. Actually, that doesn't look too bad like that. What do you think?
Yeah, it's about the same.
Nah. Okay, so now it's getting any lines corrected. Adding lines, taking lines away. That can be taken away there. There we go. Okay, I think everything is, well, I still got a couple of minor things to do here for lines to make it look copacetic.
Copacetic. You like that word?
Yeah, it's a nice word. I think I've used it a few times.
You posted the link to mines, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go remind you.
Okay, so do we have everything? Good. Hey Joshua, is this the Canadian Hulkbuster? No, this is Demon Blaster. Although Hulkbuster in the redesign was definitely,
An inspiration?
yeah.
Or more of an influence, one of those two.
Yeah, maybe more of an influence. I don't know. Especially for the legs.
Yeah, I could see it in the legs.
Although I still tried to keep, stuff that I did and mine on it, on, the original.
Canadian Shield Buster. I'm assuming there's probably someone in your world that's trying to design some type of buster to take out the Canadian Shield. They're just like, man, I see this guy and he looks like he could be a problem for me. I need to figure out some way to get rid of him.
Yeah, well, there might be. I'm not sure. At least, I do have. I've created my Injustice Society, or well, maybe not Injustice Society, but my Crime Syndicate version of my main characters. I'm not sure how they're going to come into being exactly in the universe. So the Shield in that guy, it's the anti-Shield. So
yeah. Well, I mean, for a normal person to want to do that, it's not a very uncommon trope. I mean, even Lex Luthor built mechs or like big suits to fight Superman with.
Yeah. But I haven't thought of, like a Shield Buster or whatever. Yeah.
No, you don't want to call it a Shield Buster. You want to call it a Shield Breaker.
Yeah. Well,
that's the trope, right? To shield break, you want to make a shield breaker. A much better name.
Maybe my character, the Ant, will create that. It's not really an Ant type armor, but it's specialty, right? He's my evil Iron Man, so it might make sense that he would create it.
Yeah, just as long as you don't name it the Dagger of Infinite Penetration.
Don't think so. Doesn't sound like the name I would be going with. I wonder why, what's the name of it, hasn't been putting the number of people watching in the chat. Or watching lately.
That's because Restream is stupid.
Okay, so now
when the Canadian Shield finally gets a girlfriend, would that make her a Shield maiden?
Could. I haven't really thought about it. But I do know she's going to be able to, keep her own. Well, I think I've actually probably told you once who is going to be, although I don't want to share that out yet.
Yeah, I vaguely remember. I'm fairly certain you've told me.
Everybody, I know Manny was wanting me to team, make my Canadian Shield or whatever, Canadian Wonder, or Wondrous as I renamed her. My Canadianized version of a Wonder Woman, wanting me to put them together, but first of all, that was, I wouldn't say the drawing was a joke at first, but I was just doing it to do it. Now, I might end up putting the character in at some point. But I have no idea when. And by that time, Canadian Shield will probably be dating, we'll say.
No, you can say. I'm not going to.
Hey, Sketchbook, how are you?
Well, that's what I'm going to refer to her now, as, you know, the Shield Maiden.
What? Whoever his girlfriend's going to be in the future?
Yeah, yeah. Because, you know, why would that not be the term to use?
Yeah. Okay, well, can we start the real show after I arrived? I don't know, can we?
Joke's on you, the real show never starts.
The real show starts after we go off the air. Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Sometimes it does. Remember we were playing Red Dead, and then after we went off air, I found out, oh, I can hijack this boat. Guys, we're pirates now. They actually missed the best part of our game.
Yeah. Sketchbook says, what we talking about, Metal? Oh, we were possibly talking about Canadian Shield's girlfriend. What you might call her.
Well, it started with Joshua asking if what Rick is drawing was a shield buster, like based off the Hulk Buster. And I said, well, if you're going to have a shield buster, you need to call it a shield breaker. It's a much better name. And then that made me think of other shield-related names. I was like, if the Canadian Shield has a girlfriend, would she be a shield maiden?
Well, it depends on whether she carries a shield or something like that. I don't know. And Sketch says, joke's on you. All of you, the real show starts when I pass out and dream it. A robot. Is that a red musical note? Yes, it is. Heck, yes, you would. It says, Sketchbook. But also something that came in the mail today, and I did do it, well, I didn't do it on air, but I've recorded an unboxing of it, is the Eric Nienatowski Canadian Shield, which I'm probably going to color offline and with, hopefully, as long as Eric allows me, use the portion of the show where he drew it, put both together and make a time-lapse video. Speed video. Him drawing and inking it, and then me coloring it. Well, another robot Rick. Is this going to be the start of a good friendship? I hope that. When did he draw that? A couple Fridays ago. Yeah, I was in the chat when he drew this. He has something called what he calls Fan Art Friday. And January 15th, 2021. And basically, the first person who gets in the chat and names a character for him to draw, he'll draw it and he'll send it to them for the price of shipping.
Oh man, I should get that.
Yeah, so that day I just happen. Sometimes it's on a Friday. It's just making sure you get into the chat to say it first, and you've got to be. It's got to be. He says a published character, but basically have reference. He's not going to make it all up for you and all that.
Oh, technically, my character. Well, some of my characters are published, so. Just like Dillard coming in, pulling an airplane. I just wanted to tell you, good luck. We're all counting on you. And if he was pulling it right, he's probably not even watching anymore. He just came in, said that, and dipped out.
So. Yeah, he did on the 9th week. He's had a couple more since then, and you can do it once a month. He said get a character. You can't can't do it 2 weeks in a row or whatever. So. And I know I gotta listen to his reply exactly, because I asked him about, would this count, my coloring book and all that. And actually, he's planning on having me on at some point, hopefully before my campaign's over, to go over my campaign. So, or go over, whatever. We'll probably talk a little more than just my coloring book. Because my whole universe probably talk about.
I don't know, man. It takes a long time to talk about the universe.
Yeah, well, I said my universe, not the universe.
Does your universe not encompass a universe?
Yeah, but I don't know.
If not more than one universe.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a multiverse, but I don't know as much about it as maybe the god, for lack of a small g god of my, or big G god, depending how you want to say it, of my multiverse, but I don't know as much as the real god about the real universe, because he knows 100% everything. And Mallet says, good luck on what? We don't know. You might not be here to reply, if Metal's correct.
No, there's a quote. It's from the movie Airplane. When he has to land the airplane, he just keeps coming in. He's like, I just want to tell you, good luck. We're all counting on you. And he does it several times.
Just shared this.
And then he leaves immediately afterwards.
The stream on the Twitters says, Sketchbook, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I started drawing this guy Tuesday night, and then I had to do 2 sessions in each drawing. I did one of about an hour and 15 minutes of me getting more done and inking, and then I had to do one. I did one today for about 40 minutes of just the hands, getting them completely done. And the hands aren't even really to my super liking. I think this one is
Yeah.
way too big. And
It's the great
there's
Leslie Nielsen.
and lots of stuff I think wrong with this hand here.
Actually, as far as I'm aware, that was Leslie Nielsen's first comedic role too. He was kind of like a serious actor before that movie, and then he went like to continuously do comedic roles after that.
Just went dual channel DDR3 1866 on PC, and I likes it. Next going to 1 TB SSD. Cool.
Do you understand what any of that means, Rick?
DDR3 a little bit. That's the RAM, obviously.
Yes.
I'm not sure how much RAM, because I don't think he said on there. I believe the 1866 has something to probably do with the processor, but I'm not quite sure what. And obviously the 1 TB SSD has to do with the hard drive. So I got
well, the SSD is the hard drive. The 1866 was referring to the DDR3.
Oh, okay.
It's the threading.
Okay.
And you were close, though. You get almost everything right.
Yeah, I used to be into the computer stuff a fair amount, and I know basically some of it still. I think where it messes me up is obviously I get dual core, quad core. I think what messes me up is the I-cores now. And
Oh, yeah, don't worry about that.
the other thing that I'm not completely sure about would be, okay, so obviously, Pentium type stuff, but when the AMD boards in comparison to, Pentium stuff, I don't quite get how their processors do things.
Oh, well, so when it comes to AMD and Intel, they don't actually have any way of cross-referencing. You kind of just have to know the specs of each one, and then you can find a comparable processor.
Yeah, like if you have a dual core going at 3.1 or something like that. So I know that basically that gets you, from what I understand, if I understand it correctly, like 6.2 gigahertz of processing speed. So an AMD, when they say AMD, a 462 or whatever, I'm making up a complete number for that. I have no idea what that means.
Oh, so the number, that's just the series.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of like when you're in an apartment and you've got different things like your actual unit's number is just the last two digits, and then the next digit will be like the floor that you're on in the unit, and then if there's four numbers, it'll be like which building in the complex you are, so it'd be like building, unit, and then actual address, and you'll get like a 4-digit number. So as they go up, they have different series, and that's what the numbers are equivalent to.
Yeah, but anything that it might say regarding the processing speed or whatever, well, usually it's hard to know without looking at something like that offhand, and I don't really want to go look it up. But somehow they say the processing stuff all different than like Pentium or whatever. Let's see. Dillard says, "Come on, come on to the lamest show of all." And somebody's here, probably John. Yeah. Hello, John.
Hello there.
How are you tonight?
I like that you announced your entrance before coming in.
I know this is what Sketchbook posted on Twitter.
Oh, is it?
I just wanted to make sure that he was aware that people are aware of what he's doing out there.
Oh, that's good.
And I could not, for the life of me, bring myself to just put eyeballs in the stream.
Yeah, what are you, Joshua?
What happened to this character, Rick? And be honest. Because the bottom looks like you took some time, and the top does not.
Well, it took some time on the thing. The bottom, obviously, I wanted it to look a little bit more, probably Hulkbuster-ish, Iron Man-ish. But I didn't think I wanted. I was looking at the Hulkbuster type thing and trying to translate, my look here, where this the thing that's the M and all that, or the M for music or whatever, the musical note. That's not actually it's part of the robot, but it's a couple inches above the robot body itself. There might be a couple attachments that you can't see, so it's trying to put all this.
I don't believe that at all. I'm just saying it looks like you cheesed out on the top part of the picture.
So, in short, you basically had a reference for how you wanted the bottom look and took the time to get that right. But because you had no reference for how you wanted the top to look, you just kind of rushed through it.
I wouldn't say rush through it, but it's.
I would.
How do I put this on in a way that I'm going to like it? Because I could bring up the Hulk Buster stuff, especially the one that I used, or the basic one that I used.
Why would you want to do that?
But there's basically nothing with obviously no reference for what I've done here, but I did change things up. As you can see, I redid it. I made the spiky things attached to the arm, so when he moves his arm, whatever, it might come in line with this, here.
What? Rick, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, you're not hooking, so. Is that Vesti? No, Pope Raven. Hey, that's copyrighted killer. Stop waiting, Mike.
I love that Pope Raven at this point only has one joke. But it's a great joke.
But he uses it in different ways. That's what makes it so
Yeah. It's a very flexible joke.
I mean, why don't you just copy the Hulkbuster outfit?
Because I didn't want the whole Hulk. I didn't want the top half of what the Hulkbuster looks like. Obviously, I have a very different head than the Hulkbuster, and
this, I have no idea at all, whether or not this head that you've drawn, how thick it is. The sharp points that the owl ears that come up on the sides, I don't know if those are supposed to be owl ears or if that's a eyebrow.
They're the top of the head. I wouldn't call the owl ears, but I get your point.
Yeah, it does kind of look like an owl.
You get a little beak there in the middle.
This whole front surface, that's all flat and bending, so that bends back the metal.
Well, if that metal is bending back, then you want some type of perforation going down the middle, which it looks like there should be one there anyway, with the way both of those lines are curving in. Like there should be almost a line going right down the middle so that the metal can bend back in both of those ways.
Yeah. Well, I'm just, like I said, I'm not sure how much you're going to be supposed to be able to see it. Or will that might be done in the coloring shading aspect too, wouldn't it? Possibly?
It could, if you remember it and pull it off.
And you write down a long thesis to your colorist about how he's supposed to color it.
Yeah.
All right, now.
Well, line art's great.
Dillard says, "You know what they say about a snitch, Dillard? Just trace."
What do they say?
What
do they say about a snitch?
Bestie Buster, says Joshua. And just trace the Marvel Studios Hulkbuster.
Yeah, I don't want to try to even begin to understand how this works. It's just, I don't know why you stopped at the legs.
Because I didn't want it to look like the Hulkbuster on the top. I guess that's the shortest answer, easiest answer. Because he doesn't look like the Hulkbuster on the top. The legs, sort of.
Like if you were to go down to the legs, right, and you look at the kneecap area.
Yeah.
What you had there. Why is that not also emulated on his elbows?
Yeah, like the joints for the arms and the legs should be very similar because that's
like
going to be
the arm elbows look like a wacky cartoon robot, and the legs look like a real robot.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't. I guess maybe it's it's partly reference. Let's see. Let me get my reference out.
I think it's decision.
Mm-hmm.
See the reference.
Levatarasa.
Okay, I'm just gonna load these all in. And okay. I think this is actually the one basic one I went with. And you don't really see although you don't really see the joints here or anything, and obviously I did not do the arms the same way. I tried, but I couldn't get it to work properly for me.
It's a shame that this thing doesn't have a picture from another angle.
Yeah, well.
If only if it was like in a movie or something.
Well, I got a whole bunch of pictures here, as you can see. This one, I guess, sort of has it. And I guess that's the arm, but again, it's putting my top design into it and making it fit the way I might like it. There's another one. But like I said, for me, I think it's just mainly I couldn't get the black thing, the black and red thing to. I couldn't figure out how to do it properly, so I took this part that's sort of right over the shoulder, sort of made it just cut it off, and then tried to do something with the musical note and the other part looking somewhat decent. But obviously, I did not completely succeed. Hey, Flit. Maybe by the time I finished it, so wait.
Well, you're already coloring it, and so no.
Well, I mean, by the time I'm finished coloring it, something will turn out better. I don't know.
So why does that musical note? That's a. I know it's called a bard something, but why is it an M instead of straight across? Is his name like Music Man or something?
No, he's Demon Blaster. I want to, I guess, stylize it a little.
Yeah, but the fact that you stylized it like an M is going to make people think that his name starts with an M.
Well,
also, I think you kind of shaped his head like an M as well.
Maybe a little, yeah. I didn't need to.
Is that because he has horns like a demon, or is it because it's emulating the M on his chest?
No, it's with Demon Blaster. I tried to make him look a little menacing. Although that's not. He doesn't. The guy that makes it doesn't at first call him Demon Blaster. He gets the name from Insecto.
Does he have any musically related powers?
Well, he at first just uses, sound, but eventually I think he was going to incorporate, that, music. And at first, when I actually originally created the character, he looked a lot different.
Did he look like Soundwave?
No, actually,
Okay.
I should be able to get my original drawing.
That's what you should do. You should just blast really loud, like dubstep or metal or something.
Yeah,
and just blow people's heads up.
Well, not quite like that, not blow people's heads up, but eventually, yeah, he's supposed to be playing music and using.
So this is just you ripping off Master Exploder.
I have no idea who that is.
It's a song by Tenacious D.
Actually, it was probably Tenacious D them ripping off me because I think I probably created this hero before they existed.
I guarantee you they're not ripping off of you.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they probably don't know who the heck I am. But we came up with our whatever. There is basically what Demon Blaster looked like originally. Hey, Hidden Gems. How are you?
Why is his feet different from each other?
Bad drawing. That's it. They're supposed to be the same. So, I went in a drastically different way, and then, what was the next evolution?
You drew him with a crotch, like a penis and stuff?
No.
Yeah, you
Yeah, it looks like it.
Or a vagina.
I think this was Rick Tenacious. Rick is Tenacious Dumb. And this was the
I'm not gonna give that to Pope Raven.
And this was the next iteration of him.
Well, that's better than what you have now.
It looks like he could be,
Looks like a character.
yeah, like a robot master in Mega Man or something like that. It looks like it's a volcano for a head.
Yeah, well, probably something like, you remember the old Mighty Hercules cartoon? I probably got something from Daedalus, there. Or maybe Juggernaut, I'm not sure.
I like it.
I think this was, here's another slight iteration of him, slightly.
Why does like everything make Daedalus a like warrior when he was an inventor?
That's way worse.
Daedalus.
Yeah, the one before was better.
I thought Daedalus was like an engineer.
Yeah, he's an inventor. He was freaking Icarus's father, and they built the wings, and then Icarus flew too close to the sun.
Well, wasn't Project Daedalus like some sort of aerospace thing?
Yeah, named for that same reason.
I thought
But for some reason, like every
I've never heard of anybody making him a warrior.
yeah, like every TV show that brings him in as like a monster or something. Every video game, Daedalus is like this big hulking guy with a sword or something like that.
Well, the Mighty Hercules cartoon that I remember, he wasn't a warrior or not much of one. He was just, I think more of a magician or something like that.
All right, let's open up this can of worms.
And there's another slightly rendition of him. And then
Ugh. Looks like it looks like the bad guy from Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is it
Zurg?
yeah, but again,
Zurg? Yeah, that sounds right.
But again, before I even knew I created.
Yeah, you probably redrew this one after you saw Toy Story.
No.
And since there's no copyright in your drawing, you're ripping off Disney. Maybe they got all these Disney animators, like kind of scouring like ArtStation and DeviantArt and just stealing all of Rick's stuff.
The sketchbook asked the same question Dillard did. Why is there awesome detail on the bottom half of the robot, but not the top?
Rick claims that the top technology is hidden.
Well,
things.
if you, I did some stuff on here, this area, the belly area, if you will, for lack of a better thing.
Are those going to be like neon lights?
Yeah, I was thinking of making them red or yellow, adding something to it.
You should make him just the floor from Staying Alive. Or Saturday Night Fever.
But translating this top part of him into something from this is a little hard. I guess this sort of looks like it, but getting the thing, I don't know. Well, especially when it went over to past the thing here underneath. I was just having a hard time translating it. I'm open to.
Yeah, but even on this, like, there's a lot of things you could have done.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously you don't want to make it look exactly the same, but look at all these places where there are like joints and clips and stuff on the chest.
Yeah.
You
Well-
could have found a lot of places just to put joints and holsters and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and again, the one that, although I did not do the arms the exact same way as the one my main reference, but that there was my main reference, so there wasn't a lot showing.
So this guy, Sound Buster, Demon Buster.
Demon Blaster, yeah.
Demon Blaster.
Master Blaster.
All right, this guy, Demon Blaster. Who made his outfit?
It's a robot controlled by VR.
It's a robot controlled by what?
VR, virtual reality.
So he's not even in this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, there's a dude in One Punch Man like that.
But anyways, the guy's name is James Hart. H-A-R-T.
Is he a millionaire, billionaire?
I know
Is he a
he's
hero or a villain?
Hero. Definitely a hero. I've had it where I guess he's some sort of inventor. I know that. I've never had him being a billionaire. I think he's supposed to be some sort of teacher or a professor at a university.
And he teaches music and engineering.
Well, probably engineering more, and something to do with sound engineering. At first, like I said, he doesn't get named Demon Blast. He doesn't dub himself Demon Blaster. But Insecto working with him at first, seeing the look and all that, sound, ends up.
So there's really no reason for this robot to even be like human shaped.
Yeah, because as Eagle points out, it's just a drone.
Except, a human is controlling it. So, the human has to have, I'd say, some point of reference.
Not necessarily.
What? How complicated it would be?
Well, I mean for like walking or whatever in the VR setup and all that.
No, that's not hard. Like, if you had tank treads, you could just program it that when you walk forward with your feet, it just means the treads are going to start going forward.
Yeah. But, the character can fly and all that too, so.
So it's an Iron Man drone type deal.
Yeah, I guess. Sort of like Iron Man.
And he
Yeah,
flies
what's the,
with sound, right? Or sound waves or something?
Yeah. You could have rocket fuel somewhere in there too, but I'm probably going to go with just sound. It's like in Max Steel, Rick watched Pacific Rim. Wait, what's the human's controller point of reference for flight then? Probably having done some gravity stuff, been in those gravity pods or whatever.
He did some gravity stuff.
Hey, I'm thinking that I'm asked a question. I'm not sure. I'm thinking of a possible answer. It's not like I have this all mapped out. And the VR setup things in. You have somebody else in here, or did I let show?
Okay, so if this is the top of his head, right, or the top of his chest area, how thick would his head be? Would his head be like if you were to map the bottom? Would it be like a sliver like this?
No.
Like if you were to look at it from the side, how thick would it be? The actual head part.
Here, let me bring up blank.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
going on?
Not much.
Nice night for drama streams, man.
Yeah.
Man, Lorenzo was going off, dude. Did you see that?
Okay.
No, I did not see it.
Oh my god, Lorenzo. Jeez. It's probably his best stream ever.
Who is that? Is that Marsupial?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just crackly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, am I correctly?
You probably picked up the wrong mic again. It's probably your headset mic.
Probably. 1 second.
You have a head. You have a chest. Arms.
There's a quick drawing if you can. Hold on.
Let me see what you're doing.
Yeah, Flit's got a good question. What's the human controller's point of reference for flight then?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, well, no, I know. What I was about to show before I did this.
Like I was sidetracked, but then I saw that. I'm like, yeah, that's a really good question.
This is the console that he's in when he's controlling it.
Let me look. Well, if he's in that thing,
VR, why does he have screens?
Why would walking even matter if he's in that like little gyro thing?
Well, because sometimes the robot is on the ground walking. But the screens might be for somebody looking to see what he's seeing or whatever, if he has some sort of assistant or whatever. Rick, can you give me a wrench? I thought.
How's that? Am I better?
Yes.
I don't know why everything. Well, I do know why, because I updated the software in my headphones, so it took over everything.
But Marsupial, you've seen One Punch Man. We've talked about this. The character Rick is describing is a villain with a like Hulkbuster-esque robot that he controls from a distance. Isn't that just the same as like I'm sure? I mean, he came up with this idea independently because he probably had it a lot longer than One Punch Man existed. But isn't that exactly the same as Metal Knight?
Yes, that's Metal Knight.
I'm not sure whether that's your wife or not. I think somebody's protecting her because she doesn't have her wrench. I think no, it's me. How do we prove Mrs. Dillard is Mrs. Dillard?
Did you check to see if the account still has the wrench and that's another one, or did you take it away?
No, I had given the wrench back to her. I took it away for a day or something like that and gave it back.
I don't know. If you want me to tell him it's you, send me a text.
Why does she need a wrench?
Well, see, I'm thinking it might be Eagle trying to pretend, or somebody to try and pretend against her to get
Oh, Eagle said he'd ask for a wrench, but he's not even subscribed.
It is my wife. It is her.
Okay.
There's some strange form of two-factor verification here.
So yeah, Lorenzo was going off.
About what?
I don't even know. someone came in and started yelling at George Peter Gatsis, and I guess Lorenzo saw that as unnecessary drama and just started yelling for like an hour.
It wasn't Todd this time, was it?
No, I don't know who it was. I didn't recognize the name. But, oof.
Okay, so did you see what I showed for the thickness, John? Or
Not really. You just had it for so long on this gyro machine. I just tuned out.
oh, well, I had it on the had it on the other thing first, so thought you might have saw it before I switched it.
That was not the case, unfortunately. That's all right, though. I'm busy coloring.
So metal.
Okay. What?
Okay. I canceled my Disney Plus subscription.
Oh, nice.
So
Is it because of the Gina thing, or because
Yeah.
they support the detainment and slaughter of Uyghur Muslims?
no, because of the Gina thing. That's more important.
Yeah.
I will
People's lives are as important as somebody getting canceled. I guess that's her life too. So, yeah.
more important that a millionaire, is got fired. I'll have it for tomorrow, so we can still review WandaVision. But after that, I looked up. I went sailing the high seas, and it's a little bit behind. So it may take a couple of weeks for it to catch up.
Oh, that's fine. I'm in no rush.
But we can.
Like I
watch
said
it
before,
tomorrow.
the only reason I was even watching is because you had it easily accessible.
Yeah, you are blue. You put in.
I mean, if we really wanted to keep up, I know like 5 other people have said, hey, you can use my Disney Plus account whenever you want.
Oh, okay.
I just have never had the desire to watch Disney Plus.
Yeah. Not that WandaVision is a particularly interesting show, but but yes, I did find it elsewhere. It's just unfortunately they're a couple episodes behind.
Yeah, unlike the show I've been following that am interested in, American Gods. Whenever an episode of that drops, I can get it like that same night.
Oh, cool.
Which I'm actually kind of upset, because thanks to the Super Bowl, I didn't get an episode last week, since it's a Sunday show.
Oh. Joshua Hughes is blue.
I listened to that song recently.
So Rick, are you going to go off on someone loudly, angrily?
I'm not planning on it.
Oh, damn it! I need drama. I need another drama stream.
I think that's usually Dillard's job, to go off on Rick about whatever he's drawing.
Oh, John, did you figure out your light thing?
Dude, I did actually.
Awesome.
That's good.
For you. I knew
It
you.
was a nightmare. Can you see what I'm drawing right now?
Oh, let me see.
We can in the hangout,
Okay, well,
yeah.
I don't need anybody else to see it, but let me just show you real quick. Okay, so I got this thick Romex, right? It's called like this. This is the power coming in, right?
Mhm.
Why did I do that? Here, I'll put it right here in the middle. This is the power coming in.
Rick, you need to share this.
This is not
No, he
important.
doesn't.
Okay, so then you have, you have your. I'll make this gray because
Round table.
I can't use white. Okay, so there you have your, the copper is your ground, the black is your hot, and your white is your neutral, right?
Yeah.
So what I had to do to get these two things connected to each other, to get this one power source connected to 2 separate light switches that only have two screws, a single pole.
Yeah.
I had to take this black wire, put it into a one of those caps.
Yeah.
Okay. With 2 more black wires coming out of it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember, there are 3. There are 3 of these Romex wires, these gray ones, coming in, because they also have to return to the the fixture that it's going to be powering.
Yeah.
So I had
You had basically create a web.
Yes, I had these 3 like this. So I had these black wires from these ones also going into here and also going into here. You have to do the same exact thing, except with the gray wire that are coming out of these. You connect all these just separately by themselves in their own little cap. Okay? Then I had to take this ground wire because each of the receptacles needs its own separate ground. So I had to get another cap and then get these grounds from these ones going over here into this cap, and then this one into the cap, and then out of the cap too, they were going to go to each separate receptacle, and all this had to fit in a little 2-gang junction box.
Yeah.
What a nightmare!
I've been there.
And hello, rebellious pastry. I would have said hello earlier, but John was talking. I didn't want to interrupt. And Sketchbook said it was a guy named Nigel. That I guess he was going off about.
That Lorenzo was going off on.
Yeah.
Oh no, Rebellious Pastry has a wrench.
Yeah.
My wrench is reducing in value by the minute.
Oh, I just gave that to her earlier, I think, today to put a link or whatever. I forgot to remove it.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, last night.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I had a similar, actually bigger junction mess when we were hooking up a cabin on my aunt's property. My problem was I really couldn't make out what you were asking for from the chat in Marsupial stream. Like, I knew you wanted to use a light switch or 2, but it was, like, really confusing.
I try to say it as succinctly as possible. So here are the 2 light switches.
Oh, those are good illustrations.
Well, this is
Oh, I know
this.
You know, I do that for a living. Okay.
This seems to have been enlightening.
Well, no, you're not showing it, so why would it? Okay. So eventually, these once you clip these wires, whatever. What am I doing? What layer am I on even? Okay, so you have your little
What are the 2 extra wires?
Where?
Those 2 that you just added the orange ends to.
No, this is just the opening. The ones you have to make a little hook out of to hook them up to the sides here.
Oh,
So once these things were on, and then you have to cut these separate. So you got to cut some wire and then strip them all out so you can kind of grab some extra pieces, Because I guess this pigtailing of all these wires is the only way to make it legal, like make it code. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because what some people do, which is actually pretty genius, right? I found this out. You can do this. Check this out. You can bring your main hot wire. Let's make it black here. Oh, let's do this. Let's make it like this. Okay. You can bring your main hot wire and leave out. You clip out and just leave that little end there.
Yeah.
And then you can just bend that on itself and wrap that around one of your terminals.
It's not as genius as you think it is.
No, but the thing is, like, it turns into, because you can only put 1 wire per, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which necessitates all these stupid, pigtails. So doing that solves your problem. You can make it a lot easier. I found that out afterwards.
Yeah, but you know that's a problem if you get a power surge.
I don't care about that. I'm not going to be living in it.
Eagle, don't block me. Yeah, whatever. Rick is the best. But we had Rebellious. Damn, Metal Boo from
I
Rebellious.
don't know why you're booing me.
Maybe because somebody pointed out. Oh no, that was
Oh my god!
Marcel.
I'm gonna time out my wife. She's over here doing her awful rapping. You know she makes attempts at rapping.
Well, she's got a wrench again, John.
No, maybe I just time out Eagle.
Do you want to get
That's what
your
you
wrench?
want.
Do you want to
Rick,
get?
how many times I gotta tell you I don't care about the wrench? For God's sakes!
Oh yeah, I forgot to
You think I
To
live and
bother-
die over who gives me a wrench?
No.
bother Eagle. But I'm dual wielding wrenches now.
Yeah, I told him that.
On what? On the Vomitorium account?
No, on the
Or
my
Twitch.
gaming account. Oh,
Rick
this
gave
one.
me
Oh.
Rick gave me that wrench when Linda couldn't figure out how to work her account.
Yeah.
I immediately went to try to time her out just to make it funny.
Yeah, but she's a page manager, so you couldn't.
Yeah, so it didn't give me no options. Anyway, that was a nightmare.
I'm not gonna time anyone out unless they actually break a rule.
I mean, it'd be a lot more funny if you did.
I don't find it funny when people time people out for no reason.
Well, humor is subjective.
True.
Why are people always asking to be timed out?
Nobody ever asked to be timed out, just Eagle.
No, Rebellious does it too now.
People are always asking. It's because they know Rick doesn't like it. And they want people to lose their wrenches.
I think it's just they want people to lose their wrenches. That's it. Oh, Mr. Dillard being sassy. She said, "Be quiet, Dillard. At least you get kicked out of this nest."
Huh?
And because nest rhymes with test.
Oh God!
What Dillard could say,
Absolutely
That's
nothing.
that was not the best.
Alright, so what am I getting? What am I getting Peach for Valentine's Day? That's the important thing.
Maybe you should stop. I got a great idea what you can do for Peach for Valentine's Day.
What?
Take all the money that you're giving to all these girls and just stop doing that.
What girls?
Martina.
Oh. She's more than one?
I don't know. You should talk a lot about all these ethos that you know about. I'm sure you're giving some of them money.
I say give Peach peaches.
I only give money to you, John. You're the
As
only
it should
e-thought. Yeah. You're the only e-thought for me.
You hear that, Rick? Eat your heart out.
He just
Ah, there you go. A Princess Peach waifu pillow.
he thought of you first, Dillard.
Princess Peach waifu pillow. I wonder if
You sure know how to ruin a good time, I'll tell you that.
Rick just giving out wrenches like candy, no participation trophies, Rick. Marsupio subscribed to Dillard's OnlyFans.
If you had it OnlyFans, I would subscribe to it.
That's it. I'm doing it.
Oh, there's some nice Princess Peach body pillows too.
Oh, yeah. Are they sexy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be a good gift more to get Marsupial than his girlfriend?
Why would a
No.
grown man want a pillow, Rick? Why would he want a Princess Peach pillow as a grown man?
Because he's into Zelda?
Good.
Plus, he's not the one named Peach.
Yeah.
Would it be like
Or I should
she's
say
snuggling
Mario?
up to herself?
I don't know. Is there anything wrong with that?
No.
Mrs. Dillon says, I'm the best in the West, and ye all just jest.
Jesus, she has time to think about this stuff because she's typing it and it's still bad. You know, you can be like much more clever when you're texting somebody than you are in real life. You got that delay. You can think about it a little bit.
And yet people still go with the first thing that comes to their head.
Yep, and they click send. Like, I give Rick some leeway because he's coming up with these awful, awful non-puns on the spot.
But then he comes up with the same puns in text.
Oh, thank God I'm not in phone contact with Rick.
Actually, I don't do too many puns in texting.
This is it's a new phone. I don't want to break it just yet. Yeah, even rebellious pastry is telling her, "You're killing me, Smalls."
You'll get nothing like it.
Shut up, ain't your pine cone.
Pope Raven says, get her a Rick Piper kiss card.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but does he want to
Yeah,
get
all
a
these-
kiss card from some other man?
It's not just any other man.
I hate to break it
It's
to you, Rick.
Piper.
I really do hate to break it to you, but nobody thinks about you in a sexual way.
Oh, trust me, I already know that. But still,
Plus, I feel like that'd be a better Valentine's gift for Dillard's wife.
and it's probably a little too late to get that anyways, because, you know, like what? Else Friday?
Yeah.
You wouldn't get there.
Rick is terrible at shipping on time.
Overnight drop shipping, just, you know.
She says, John, are you ever getting that pillow done?
What?
Are you ever getting that pillow done? She asked your wife.
John, are you ever getting that pillow done?
I'm
I don't know
thinking-
what she's talking about.
Or is that what you are all talking about? Sorry, busy looking up words for my rhymes. Laugh out loud, just kidding.
Jesus.
Were you ever making like a Buckler Husbando pillow or something like that, or?
No.
She says, damn, I love how Rick said it.
There's a KK Slider t-shirt.
AK Slider is pretty cool.
What's KK Slider?
He's a dog from Animal Crossing. He's kind of a nudist. Goes around from town to town playing his guitar for you.
Well, there you have it.
He's definitely a total hippie too. He just gives all his music away for free. Doesn't wear any clothes. So I guess in New Leaf he wore clothes. Not anything on his body. He wore a hat.
Oh. Well.
or what was it, glasses. He was kind of like hipster, right? Because he had the headphones on. He was a DJ KK, but he still didn't have a shirt or anything on like the rest of the animals.
Mrs. Dillard says that. Mrs. Dillard says I have to switch accounts. I can't stand this non-premium YouTube account. I hate suffering. And then Sketchbook says that rap is as whack as Rick's buns.
For reals. And you need to take. She has. Never mind.
There you go. That could be your Valentine's gift. Just give her rapping lessons, like pay for them.
For Valentine's Day, I'm gonna switch over her YouTube Premium to her bank account instead of mine.
What's with all these Gorilla Glue stories lately? Like, I know there was that one lady who glued her hair, and there's like a whole court case about it or whatever, but like, why would anybody use permanent glue for anything other than, gluing things?
Permanently?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Are these the Darwin Awards? Are the Darwin Awards coming back?
Yeah, apparently. Well, I heard she got. I think they ended up very quickly settling with her for like $50,000 or something.
Just don't tell me that shit.
I wouldn't have settled. I would have brought it out because I'm like, dude, there's no way we can lose this case. We tell you clearly on the bottle, don't use this for anything. I know hair wasn't implied, but there's also skin right underneath your hair.
It's and it's supposed to be permanent like glue. How dumb are you?
Rick, take it easy.
Mrs. Dillon, I'm trying to look up the story about someone losing their lips because of Gorilla Glue, but I can't continue to listen to this stream. The horror. Mrs. Dillon. It says the absolute state of Western society.
Yeah, that's the only reason I got YouTube Premium, because I'd like to use my phone while I'm watching YouTube.
Joshua says, I saw some dude trying to drink Gorilla Glue mixed in water and got the red cup stuck to his face.
Wait, you can't use your phone while watching YouTube?
No.
That's weird.
And then, when I turn my phone off, my YouTube turns off. I'm like, what the hell? I want to still keep playing in the background.
Not stupid iPhone, says R. Dillard.
Oh, okay. You guys have iPhones?
No.
Oh. See, I have an Android.
No, I
I
think she has an iPhone.
Yeah.
I do not.
Oh, okay. Because I can leave a stream on in the corner and still surf on my phone, no problem. And I have an Android.
No, I don't want it on the corner. I just wanted to keep. I want to hear the audio as I'm surfing the net or on Amazon or something.
Pope Raven says, Rick, are you gonna glue your head too? You'll be rich. Yeah, if they settle out of court, I would be.
Oh, yeah, but you're in Canada. Of course they're going to settle out of court. They don't want to go through Canada's weird court system.
He said Canada.
Yeah, Canada. I mean, for the longest time, that's what I called Canada. Not even because I didn't know what Canada was called. That's just the respect I had for the country.
Are we done talking about stupid Hallmark holiday? It says Rebellious.
Dang, I like these Animal Crossing sweatpants, but they don't have the right size.
I think we are rebellious.
Well, we can start talking about Valentine's Day again anytime.
It could happen.
It's like a trap just laying there in the woods. You never know when you're going to walk across it.
Well, that's the thing about my stream. We can almost talk about anything at any time. You never know.
Huh?
Joshua says you'll finally be able to pay off your business card debt.
I don't have a business card debt.
Who has business card debt?
It's a joke because Rick bought copious amounts of business cards.
Oh.
Yeah, you know when I bought my 8,000 business cards when I was going to Comic-Con?
Yeah.
He was going to a con.
Yeah, well, I thought I was going to be giving a lot more away than what I did.
I've gone to Akon.
Baterasa, le baterasa.
But I did not pay that. I paid less than $100 for 8,000 business cards.
You got ripped.
Actually, I paid $70, I think, for them.
Let me go. Let me see how much business cards cost. I should order some business cards. I even have a business card template already set up.
And
Not a
that's
template, but an actual image that I want to use.
And of course, that is $70,000. $70,000.
Rick, you're in debt for the rest of your life for those business cards.
Of course, that is.
Vistaprint, they felt kind of expensive, but they were pretty glossy. I like the quality.
Which ones?
Vistaprint.
As I was trying to say, of course, that is also $70 Canadian. Dude, that's $70,000.
Oh, so that's like $5.
Yeah, something like that, American. Well, it says 8,000.
No, I just order them 100 at a time because I never need more than 100 on,
Yeah, that's probably about I probably could have ordered 500 or 100 and I would have had enough.
Well, I want to order at least 300 because I got to put two. I want to put one in each of the packages I send out, and that's 250 packages. So I want to have 50-50 left over. And I don't think I want to spring for a design on the back of the card.
No, see, I think that's what made mine so expensive, and they really were per if you were to cut it down. But I have a design on both sides.
Yeah, and mine had design on both sides too, so.
Yeah, that's your fault, Rick.
But I don't regret it. I like the way mine looks. Most people like it too. It's nice and sleek.
Yeah, I like the way mine looks too. Nice image on the front and then just the back, all the information.
You don't have any information on the front of the card?
Well, just Cross Comics. I'd say Cross Comics on the front with picture, 7 of my characters.
I have no information on the front. It's just an image. Well, I guess it's the image is a kanji. It's the symbol for metal that I use for my logos and stuff. But people like it. They think it's sleek. It's cool.
All right, I'm going to show you. Stop presenting. Present my entire screen. Share. All right. What do you think?
Let's see. Let's everybody take a look at this.
I like the back.
I like your back.
Ooh.
And that right there is exactly why Marsupial Sims for John.
Yeah.
You have an Instagram?
Yeah, I do.
Doesn't
What's the
everyone?
one? What's the one on the right?
And Etsy.
Oh, Etsy. Okay.
Twitter, YouTube.
You know, I already had an Etsy, but I had to go change it because it was John Dillard Gaming the System.
Yeah.
All right, I have reviewed and approved my design. Let's see how much these cost.
Okay, well, let's not show you anymore. Don't need anybody to...
You can't get it with black on the back.
Why would I want to?
It'd probably cost extra too because it'd be ink going on the back. The cards are white by default.
Looks good to me.
Does it seem like I'm a cheapo because it's white on the back? Does it make my artwork seem less valuable?
No. Well, my first set of business cards were white on the back, as probably a few of you know.
I'd go with the. I'd go
It costs
with the
$10 for a rounded corner, but rounded corners look so cheap.
Yeah, you don't need that.
And in
That
some
would-
industries, they're the standard.
Thank
I
you,
would go with
Rebellious.
15 point, though.
So should it be matte, uncoated,
Yes.
or glossy?
Matt.
Should it be... Let me see what the glossy looks like in this rendering.
You should definitely go matte because with the amount of ink that's going to be on the card for your image, it's going to have some level of gloss anyway.
Okay. Matte it
And
is.
if you go glossy, they're not even going to be able to read it. So
Should
if
I
you
go-
Actually,
Standard
Think of it.
14 point, premium 16 point.
I was going to say the 16. But it occurs to me that it's actually better to have it with a white background because that way someone can write on the back of it.
Yes.
If they want to, or you can write on the back of it if you want to write a phone number or something.
Well, I can get 500 business cards for $30.
Nice.
Plus you're me. I carry around a gray pen.
How much does it cost? I can get 10,000, but it would cost me $433.
Yeah, and I got 8,000 for $70 Canadian. That's with delivery too.
Rick, I'm not impressed.
Just get 500.
Just get $250.
Flit's
$27,
looking.
$30.
Yeah, just get 500.
Yeah.
Flit's looking down for some reason. Not happy or amused. I'm not sure what that emoji is. And thank you for the saying. Thanks, Wapcon. Wapcon pastry.
Should get a card holder.
I have a card holder built into my pants. It's called a pocket.
Oh, come on. Get a metal one.
Those metal ones look so cheesy, though. It's like I'm a skinny old lady, and those are my cigarette pack right there.
Get the leather one.
Should I get the black leather or the brown leather? Ooh,
Black.
I'm not getting any of these. I'm not springing
Fine,
for
fine.
the hell. Waste my
Fine.
money on a card holder. Now, if the card holder had an embossed leather one that said Dillard Draws on it, then maybe.
It's a pensive Rick. Okay. Should know what pensive means, but I'm not sure offhand.
A pensive is from the movie Harry Potter. It's where you put your memories you don't want.
Yeah, somehow I don't think that's what Flit means. By putting a pensive emoji.
But I've seen Harry Potter. That's a thing.
All right, now I'm gonna show something.
But pensive just means that you're like you're contemplating something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Serious thought.
So, what do you think about this laptop?
Is it the 7
It's
screen
not as
laptop?
cool. Yeah, let's say it's not as cool as the one
No.
you showed yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's not 7 screens. It's for my mom.
Oh, doesn't your mom deserve the 7 screen laptop?
She does. I don't think I can afford that.
What would I do if you passed me for sub count? I'd be happy for you. At this point,
Is that a numeric keypad?
you might pass me, or I might pass you, going down, because Mallet and all that subscribed back to me or Eagle this afternoon after my stream or during my stream, and somehow I went down the sub.
That's funny.
That's interesting. It has a numeric keypad on the.
Wait just a second here.
Mine has a keypad.
I can get foil accent business card.
Oh, jeez.
For 30 instead of $30, it'd be $37, but I would only get 100 instead of 500. That's an enormous jump in price for some foil.
Have they foiled you, John? You have to know some of these are coming. Jeez. They're just too easy.
So you're basically telling me to stop talking while I'm on your stream.
No, I'm just saying don't expect me not to do them.
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this thing. Like, why is it only $300? It seems pretty good.
What brand is it?
EVOO.
Hmm.
I've never heard of that brand. Doesn't that mean
Yeah.
extra virgin olive oil?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of this brand either.
Well, but it doesn't have to be high performance. It's for her to check her email and pay bills online and occasionally do like FaceTime with her grandkids.
And then FaceTime is going to turn into live streaming. You need to just get her a gaming. You got to get her a gaming PC.
Sure. I mean, it's got a solid state drive. Why is it $300? It's kind of driving me nuts that it's so cheap.
How many gigs of RAM?
8.
Yeah, that's like when I bought mine was like $450, and mine had like 16 gigs of RAM with a solid state drive. That sounds reasonable.
All right.
I mean, didn't the price of laptops just recently go down because of the demand? They've been producing more. I mean, normally things go up with demand, but they've just been producing more.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
Everybody's been doing like school from home and work from home, and laptops have been more necessary.
Rick, give me your credit card number.
Yeah. I got a credit card.
Oh look, that one's normally 500.
Yeah, true. But all right, I'm gonna get it for her.
What a
Yeah, if I saw that at first, that's not unreasonable for 500.
Oh,
yeah.
Mom, you got me a truck. Here, I got you a the cheapest laptop I could find.
Well, he's just getting back on his feet now, so.
Even my laptop was on sale when I got it, because it was like what did I pay? I paid
think
for
he
like
donated more money to Martina.
Yeah, probably.
either $750 or $800 for it, and it was normally like a $1,200 laptop.
Yeah.
What the hell's a dining club card?
Joshua says, give all your subs to Rick or on his pastry. I don't think that's how it works, Joshua.
Because you've never tried.
I think they can all subscribe to both of you.
I'm trying to like check out, and right before I check out, it says get personalized labels for free.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
Pope Raven says, when will Rick get on his feet? Will more people start buying my stuff?
You know, Rick, Walmart is hiring.
Maybe down there. We are in, I think we are in lockdown here.
Okay.
What about Dave? What does Dave work? Tell him to hook you up with a job.
Dave doesn't work either.
I forgot you live in the Soviet Socialist Republic of Canada.
Yes. No, we live in a communist Canadian party. Or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said Russia. We're like with China, so.
Yeah, the other CCP.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. The Canadian Communist Party. Gotcha.
They didn't China just buy like a whole bunch of land up in Canada in like the last few years?
Like all of it?
Between them and Bill Gates. You see how much farmland Bill Gates has been buying over the course of like 2020?
No.
He's now the single largest like individual to own land in the world.
YouTube stopped censoring my chat, says what? Rage face. Well, a good place to go if YouTube is censoring your chats in mine is my Discord in whatever show I'm on. I don't think you're stuck. I don't think you'll get Sketchbook says playing Star Wars, The Old Republic. So many Cara Dune fans in here. Disney really messed up.
Really? Why the hell would anybody want to see Cara Dune in anything? That gargantuan monster.
Let's see. Joshua says, Rick, get famous right now. Just do it. 8 gigabytes sucks because that's the minimum to run Windows 10. Eagle says, Rick, buy subs.
Well, Rick did buy, so that's why they all went away when they did that clearing.
I never bought any subs.
Rick's a sub buyer.
Yeah, I bought subs at Subway.
I don't know. You're over there buying 8,000 business cards. Who said you don't buy subs?
He puts the business cards in the subs and then returns to the Subway. They have to look at it.
Mallet says, finished 21 in my career ace. I could stream. My super says, that's fine. Either the word Usaki or slave is censored or both. Okay.
The word is Uyghur
Oh.
because he's talking about what China's doing.
Right,
Those are
I'm
the,
Yeah. Sticky rated my stream. That's how Rebellious came here.
you had enough?
Oh, cool. I'm heading off. I think I'm gonna start streaming in the mornings because I keep waking up so early, and I don't have to since my job is in Mountain Time. I don't have to work until like 10 o'clock. So I think my next stream's gonna be tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
cool.
I've been seeing it.
Well, I caught you the one
Continue
morning.
Final Fantasy.
I caught you the one morning that you were finishing off Final Fantasy 3.
Yeah, that's right. I finished that. So I'm doing Final Fantasy 4 now. Are you still doing it, Rick? Are you still doing the Final Fantasy?
I got a problem. My controller isn't working for my one PlayStation thing, so
Oh shoot!
I gotta try
When
it.
are you guys gonna play Ark? Didn't you guys go out and buy Ark?
I've been
I-
playing it off stream. It's getting us together to do it on stream and figuring out how to do it. I think I know how to for online.
Yeah.
I can invite him to
We'll
my
work on that.
yeah.
But I
And
gotta go
then-
to bed. So
Okay,
thanks for having me.
no problem.
Catch y'all
You
later.
want to promote anything?
Bye, Marsupial.
No, I just did.
Okay.
I
Just wanted to stream.
Yeah.
See ya.
What a
Yeah,
great
he was
family.
ahead of you on that, man.
Yeah. I remember that's how you got stuck with me. Yeah, I know. Sketchbook says, yeah, I know Marsupial, but more and more people are coming with 12 gigabyte for that reason. Bullet, if you're here, answer me. Tell me, Ben. Tell me if Ben killed Jake Hunter's grandpa. Um, thinking I might have to add another color in here. Maybe a light chrome. Metal.
Can you show pastry at some point? I forgot to screenshot her. Rick, why don't you just DM the picture of pastry?
Yeah, I can do that. I will.
You can still show, but
Yeah.
it's higher quality.
Yeah, I'll just send her an email with her in.
Yeah, I'll actually be right back. I gotta pee.
No.
Yeah, I'll send you an email after the stream. Pastry with pastry. I can't guarantee the email might not be sticky if I'm sending a pastry to it. But then again, not all pastries are sugary, right?
Are you asking me?
I guess so.
Are you asking me about pastries because I'm fat?
Hey, I'm fat, so. I guess that would be a no then. Just because you're here. I assume you eat pastries as well as I do.
Rick, I'm diabetic. I don't eat pastries.
No, the cop in the game is named Joshua. I forgot. How salty are you? Oh, and hey, Bullet, how are you today?
I think Metal's back.
I am back.
No.
Rick has a question for you about pastries.
About what?
Well, I was just saying, I was joking when I was saying about sending Rebellious Pastry the picture of her character, Rebellious Pastry, to her. I was just saying, I can't guarantee that it won't come, the email won't come sticky, because pastry is being sticky, and I happened to say, I guess.
See what a pervert he is?
Yeah, 'cause that sounds like something completely different almost.
Not all pastries.
Who sounds like metal
sticky.
that isn't metal? The other person here is John Dillard.
Please stop using the word Rick and sticky in the same sentence as the flat. 25th this stage. Oh, are you playing your racing game, Mallet?
Is he playing Dirt Rally?
Dream Warriors!
Yes, Dillard draws. It's the same person.
Yeah, that's me. What's up?
Okay, Night Sketchbook.
Who doesn't know me? They should go subscribe to my channel.
Yes, you have a good channel.
It's pretty. Oh, speaking of channel, I gotta have what's his name? What's his name? Called me up. Not called me up, but messaged me. He wants me to do a Dillard deep dives about his comic book. Let me find out. Let me find out who this is. It's the guy that's doing that comic book Siamese.
I'm vaguely familiar with it, but I forget the person who does it.
Let me go look. Dojo Kun Comics. He's in here sometimes, I believe.
Yeah, I think I've seen it once or twice.
Yeah. Welcome to Cross Comics. Poet, says Eagle.
Now I gotta do some research on Dojo Kun Comics. That way I can do a scathing expose when he comes on.
Well, it's only right. You want to give him the full treatment.
Hmm?
You don't want to rip him off.
Nope. Want to give him the full Dillard treatment.
It's hard to research people without sitting through hours and hours of live streams on other shows they've been on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not like some famous professional who's got like Wikipedia pages and tons of resources on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the other problem is if they don't actually have their own, web page or whatever. Or, stream, so maybe you can go check them out on their own videos.
I have to go dig through other people's streams.
Yep.
Yeah. Dojo Comics. Effin Weebs. It says, Flit. Dillards, please send me a link to your channel.
I don't think I have a wrench.
I do. I can send a link. YouTube.com/JohnDillard1.
There you go. Look at this sly dog. He's just chilling, trying to talk up this chick.
And that's in the Buckler Twilight, right? Polar Twilight?
That's correct.
Which can be gotten if you go buy the Buckler.
If you back the Buckler at any physical tier, this book comes with it.
I have, everybody says, I have a wrench, but it's rainbow, not here. Laugh out loud.
Well, it's a good thing I got a physical tier.
It certainly is. This book has much more full frontal nudity than the normal graphic novel.
Putting the graphic in graphic novel.
Mm-hmm. I heard that, girlfriend.
Yes. Each book is graphic in a different way.
Yes.
One is graphic in violence, one is graphic.
I mean, in one of them, you get to see somebody's testicles explode. That's pretty graphic.
Mm-hmm. And the other one, you get to see butt naked women getting smacked around by the patriarchy. All right, I'm gonna have to be back. I gotta go. I have to go to my car to go get another pack of cigarettes.
That's at the end?
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Okay, well, I'll see you guys later then. Peace.
Okay, later, John. Anything you'd like to promote? There.
I don't know. What day of the week is it?
Thursday?
This Thursday. I don't know. Go check out xdynamuschaos.com. That's it. Everybody sure to spiel. I got webcomics, I got stories, I got all kinds of stuff up there. And you can even buy things if you want to support it. There's merch, there's shirts, physical copies of the comics, you know. Go do your thing.
Cool. So, not quite done. I didn't do the feet, the tip of the toes. But, yeah, there's... Actually, is a little bit of his new coloring, too. With the new look came some new color pattern. So, yeah, thanks everybody on John and Metal for coming on for the panel. Tomorrow night we do have, of course, gaming, which will be Genshin Impact.
Hey, you said it right. Oh, you forgot to thank the other John who had to dip out earlier.
Oh, yes. Thanks, Marsupio, also for coming on. Hey, I guess I could have got it with just saying John, too, for both of them.
Yeah, but they knew which one you were talking about.
Yeah. The Rebellious Pastry. I'm confused between Gillet and Metal. They sound the same.
See, I don't hear it. A few people have said that, and I guess it's the people who don't know us, right? But I don't think we sound the same at all.
Oh, neither do I. Like, you two sound nothing alike.
But I guess if you're not familiar with the voice, our tones are kind of in the same ballpark, but our intonations are completely different.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say your tones are in the same ballpark, but then again, maybe people don't know you so well if they're not used to the distinct voice, yet of, yours or John's. They might not be able to tell them apart because they're just not sure who is who. I know I sometimes get that too, although people have different voices,
Well, actually, you know what's the one that confused me the most was, and I think my voice couldn't be further away from him. When I first started hopping in calls in this group, people said I sounded like a younger Model. Like, my voice doesn't sound anything like Model's voice.
Yeah. Well, the worst thing is, for me, although we're going a bit a little over, is when I was younger, and probably still a little bit today, a lot of times me and my mom would get confused on calls and that.
Yeah.
Like, and we're even talking her parents. My grandparents would call up and talk to me as if it was her.
Yeah. Well, like, I get it with my brother, because me and my brother's voices are very similar, especially on my older videos when I had a worse microphone, and you hear both of us talking at the same time, and if you didn't know us, you couldn't tell who was who.
Okay. Rebellion says I'm kind of tone deaf sometimes. What was really funny is my mom had a friend who'd call up and she'd start talking and she'd talk for about 5 minutes and then I'd finally be able to get a word in and I'd say, "Oh, that sounds awesome. Now would you like to tell my mom all that?" She's like, "Ah, crap." Well, she wouldn't say crap, but she'd say,
Yeah.
"Oh,
That
fudge."
like my dad. I sound like my dad.
She'd be like, "Oh, fudge." That's a talking
Maybe the worst one is when my cousin Jay died, and everybody went to the funeral. I went early with my grandfather and my uncle. Like, I hitched a ride with them, and the rest of my family went separately. And because my dad and that uncle are twins, and I look like a young version of my dad, and I sound like a young version of my dad, when my very distraught aunt saw me, she didn't know I was me. She was like just so, already teared and sad that her son died, that she thought I was my dad and was talking to me as if I was my dad. For like a good 10 minutes until they're like, that's a little Tom. And like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Bullet says Linda has the voice of an angel. Well, I guess that means I have the voice of an angel too, Bullet. If I sound like my mom to people. My mom says thank you. And Rebellia says, what about her voice? Well, I think, well, maybe that's in response to Bullet. But I would recognize, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to recognize your voice out of everybody else's around. But with that said, it's like 5 minutes over, and I've actually got to get up real early tomorrow. So,
Just a thank you to Bullet.
yeah. I'm going to have to let everybody go. Thanks everybody for coming by. Rick reminds me of Ben from this game, says Eagle. But yeah, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming by and participating. It's been great having you all here. Hopefully, we will see you tomorrow on high noon. It may be a bit late depending on when people get here and when they leave. I've got to be out of my apartment for approximately an hour. So, I might be starting a bit later depending on when I get back in my apartment and reset up. So, we'll catch you all later. Bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful